All right. This is I think I might have it on the website, but I'm going to, put it in a more direct fashion here. This is zone O offense against a 1-3-1 or a 3-2. So what we're going to run, we call it, 20 series, which is just basically a two guard front. So I think the 1-3-1 defense is the easiest defense to score on, depending on who you're playing, of course. I mean, and who you've got with personnel. But the key against a 1-3-1 or a 3-2 is these spots here. I just watched a game the other day where they did the offense. Houston, I believe, was playing. Did not have guys in the corners where I think they needed to be, and against Oregon State. Oregon State ran a 1-3-1 zone defense, and the announcer was screaming this too. So what we do is we run a two guard front with a high post here. The key is these two corners. Okay, we want to get the ball into those corner areas. Now, if there's a way that we can get, any kind of seal in here from the high post guy where we can attack, forcing this guy to guard or this guy to step over and then kick it into that corner. I mean, we're looking to shoot that thing right away. This guy's got a long way to run to get to that spot. Now, if this guy helped out, the high post can dive. If the high post stayed and went to the elbow and the defender stayed with him, this guy can look to dive and you can bounce it behind this runner. There's just a lot of options that you have. I think the 1-3-1, when I see teams played against us, we usually do very well against it. Um, so a 1-3-1, and then you've got the shooters here. So if I could kick that ball into that corner quick, deep corner, do not lift. Do not lift. Stay in that deep corner. Force this bottom guy to have to cover you, not this guy. Make this guy have to come out and get you. If that happens and this guy drops, then you've got a wide open attack here, or this guy can beat him on that dive, which we've had a lot of success with. This guy, depending on, he's going to side front or take away that. If you could get it there quick, that's a real quick dive for a bucket. If he stays and the high post goes to the elbow, and the high post defender, the middle guy here in the 1-3-1, stays with the high post, it's a backdoor from the opposite corner. If he shoots it, which we want, this guy should look to seal anybody on that side, because it would be basically this guy would have to be the one that would have to try to get down there and box him out. So any kind of front rim miss or even long miss that bounces off, we should be able to grab that rebound. We also have our high post guy diving to get that rebound. This guy would have to really box out a couple people. I have guys here to get back on defense, so I really want this guy to dive hard and this guy to dive hard in that zone to grab those rebounds. But the key is these corners. You've got to have the corners, and they have to have discipline. They have to stay deep in the corners. If they lift up, it ruins everything. I don't want them up here. So stay in the deep corner, and depending on the age, as we get older, we're more capable of making these deep shots. But if you're younger teams, then we would stay in the corner, but inside the three. And we've done a lot of quick hitters where we throw it there, this guy dives, we bounce it, we score. Make this bottom guy in the 1-3-1 have to come over. Now, it's the same offensive concept if it's against a 3-2. So if they run some kind of 3-2, it's the same offensive concepts, the same philosophy. We're going to go with two guard front. Now, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for the backside guy to dive, but we're looking for a quick hitter with the high post still. If we can get it into this corner, this guy's going to have to contest. This guy will bump over. Can he beat him there? Can the high post guy beat this guy diving into that area? So what we have done in the past is when that happens, these guys are all going to drop a little bit. Depending on where this guy drops, you can throw a skip. If he drops down, this guy slides over. You can skip it there. It's a little bit more difficult in the 3-2, although it's still easy. Um, but we're looking to shoot this right away. Our initial plan is I sub in 2 shooters, and we're looking to hit that right now. Again, still having that philosophy of the weak side rebound, diving on the rebounds. We have transition defenders getting back depending on who we're playing. We could have one guy crash and this guy gets back, or vice versa. But I'm looking to shoot that right away. If the defender really gets out there quick, then we're looking to dive into that spot. Okay, and with the 3-2 defenders, with the top 3 guys, you're probably not going to get a lot of elbow room, but you can dive to that mid post or get to that low post, beating this defender. You could still have this guy crash behind if he goes and hits that high post, and this guy came all the way over. Then it could be a catch and a dump behind for a layup. This guy on the 3-2 would have to have dropped way down, and a lot of times they don't have that. So, again, stay in the deep corners. Stay in the deep corners, forcing the bottom guys to have to guard, not allowing the top guy to have to guard. If you lift, then the bottom guy can recover, and the top guy, can recover to here, and leaving these guys to protect the rim. So again, what we do is we have a 2-1-2 offensive set. 2 guards, 1 high, and then 2 deep corners. I like 3-2 zones to go against. I like going against 1-3-1 zones. I think I have enough shooters that they just stand in here and they make a living. And you got to make a read. If they lean out a little bit and they're leaning when the ball's here and these guys are leaning over, then you could skip it to the opposite. You just have to be quick with the ball, quick with the read, and quick with your reactions. You just got to be quick. So that's our concept versus a 1-3-1 or a 3-2.